Oh, say Afenyo Markin yes, way. The party itself, they have decided not to speak because it's a party that condones murder. It's a party that is filled with thugs. MAAKYE, Akufo, those leaders, Hakmado Uswajiman, the people, J.A. Akufo and the rest. You see, they are quiet because this is what the party represents. Of a year, the rest of the news. It's got to do with a year, the minority leader, Afenyo Markin. Now, Afenyo Markin as the minority leader, no, to see American, a year John Mahama, a year, ne 120 days, a Juma John Mahama, a year. I wanted Ghanaians to know, and I'm a boy. Sometimes you ask yourself, say, Debiana MPP for Ebusa say, na John Mahama ni NDC for about power no first 120 days, dear no my. And the question you also need to ask yourself, and then say, NPP bought opposition 120 days under the leadership of Afenyo Markin. What have they achieved? Mibusau, 120 days. John Mahama and the NDC, they have led this country. And you hear the NPP every day. Oh, Adiana, John Mahama by Omaye. As an opposition party, there's something that opposition needs to do to make you Ghanaian now or share opposition. Because, okay, I'm looking at opposition. They are showing glimpses. They are showing some little tendencies. Say, if they are given the chance, they can come in and do better. 120 days under the leadership of Afenyo Markin as the minority leader of the NPP in parliament, under the leadership of this thug, this fool who calls himself a politician, under the leadership of this pedophile protector, under the leadership of this guy who basically thinks he can push everybody under the bus because of politics, under the leadership of this thug, this criminal who slaps police officers, under the leadership of this idiot. What has the NPP in opposition, what have they been able to achieve? And today, I'm going to prove to you why, as a Ghanaian, an opposition party needs to prove itself more than the party in government. Because if it calls itself the alternative, then it needs to do things and say things and act in a way that will make you consider that alternative. And most importantly, when a party is in opposition, the leadership should be the eye. It should be the most important part of that party. And this twerp, this disease of a criminal calling himself a politician, Afenyo Markin, a leader who basically slaps a police officer in public. I want to ask, under his leadership as the leader of the NPP in parliament, what has the opposition achieved? I will tell you. But before that, I want us to look into this matter of Afenyo Markin slapping a police officer, the deliberate lies. You see, the NPP as a political party, they are still thinking, say, Ghana of Jimmy. They are still thinking, say, we Ghanaians, we still don't understand the omuye any atro. You see these people, from the day Omote party, every single thing Kwame Nkrumah ye omu daneno. Every single thing JJ Rollins Babe ye omu daneno. Every single thing Atamel Sine Mahama Baye omu daneno. Every single thing Mahama Baye omu daneno. Every single thing Mahama ye nende omu daneno. It's a party that is enshrined. A party a yedi atro ene etiti omo. They don't care. You can catch them holding a knife, stabbing another human being. They will tell you, say, that knife was a carrot. And I know these people. These are people who kill. They smile about it. These are people who murdered JB Dankwa. They never mentioned his name for 8 years on any platform. These are people who deliberately poisoned John Kuma. They did it. To date, they have not even mentioned John Kuma's name again. These are people who send party boys to go to Ayawasu to brutalize Ghanaians. These are people who put thugs, criminals, murderers in military and police uniforms and tell them to go and kill civilians because they want power. This is a political party that is enshrined. This is a political party that believes in killing, destroying, and lying. So NPP, as some now I'm part of the story. You need to take a step back and watch this group of thugs. Watch this group of rapists, disease of political incarnates. Watch these people who never speak the truth. Listen to them carefully. You will see it's a party that is not ready. That is not ready to respect the intelligence of Ghanaians. And a typical example is this social vice. This wayward, diabolical character filled with poisonous intentions. This filthy political bandits. This misguided, hopeless, senseless, criminal-minded political insects. Afenyo Markin. These are the people who are leading the NPP today. Now, this is a man who has stolen Winneba for 99 years. Kasongo 99. Don't get it me twisted. Now, asama abedawa yenyina yehu video evidence. You and I, we have watched the video several times. You and I, we have taken our time to analyze the video. No, now, Endra Assembly by the Ghana Police Service led by the IGP and then the CID office. They released a statement. And you know one interesting thing? In the statement, now Ghana Police, they made some astonishing statement. Oh, sorry. They made some a statement that basically exposes the NPP. That statement was very technical, and that statement was very critical. That statement, the Ghana Police Service, so we are very intelligent now. Even from the CID boss, and that statement they issued that you could see, say the Ghana Police Service, the CID department, they took their time to put that statement out. Say Afenyo Markin, he needs to be investigated when it comes to assaulting a police officer. Now, you see, the NPP have a way of lying. It does not matter who you are. The moment you join the NPP, you become a devil. And the devil is a liar. And this guy called Richard Ahiagba, the communications director, he was the first person to come to Joy FM after they assaulted the police officer to lie about what happened. Now, after they assaulted the police officer, now you're by inside Ghana for no Cour about what they have done. No? They quickly released a statement because the police had released a statement. Andra said, Afenyo Markin, the Parliament of Ghana, the speaker should give the police the right to arrest him to come assist in investigations. They quickly came out with an explanation. Now, I mentioned Adebi. What was this statement from the Ghana Police Service? Where read this statement now? So, who read this statement here? Mensah, the CID boss. She spoke on this matter when she had a press conference. I say, police invite Honorable Alexander Afenyo Markin to assist investigation into viral demonstration video. Now, the Ghana Police Service has reviewed anytime I say NPP for Afenyo is a crazy man. The people who are defending Afenyo Markin on TV and on radio, they are foolish. The Ghana Police Service has reviewed several video footages. So the statement coming from the Ghana Police Service, they were not looking, or they didn't look at the video from one angle. Remember, every demonstration the Ghana Police Service, they send their cameras there. So apart from independent or private bloggers or news outlets capturing the event, the Ghana Police Service itself captures the event because sometimes they need those things to back their claim when they have to prosecute or they have to make a case. So when you read their message very well, they said the Ghana Police Service has reviewed several video footages on an alleged assault on a police officer by Alexander Afenyo Markin during the just ended demonstration. The Ghana Police Service has reviewed several. They have reviewed several videos, meaning it wasn't just one footage. They have seen different footages. So that is what influenced the Ghana Police Service to issue a statement that they need Afenyo Markin to come to help or to assist in investigations. The Ghana Police Service did not just look at one angle to come to a conclusion that Afenyo Markin, the thug, should be brought in to help in investigations. The Ghana Police Service reviewed several videos. And when they reviewed several videos, they came to that conclusion that Afenyo Markin has committed an offense, and that is assault. You get their statement well. Now, when you go to the second paragraph, this is what it says. Following the review, the service has written to the Right Honourable Speaker of Parliament requesting the release of Alexander Afenyo Markin to assist ongoing investigation into the alleged incident. The officer in question will also be assisting in investigations. So the investigation. So you can clearly see, say, the police were being very open-minded here. The police did not say we saw one video that Kevin Taylor showed on his show and that video concludes the matter. The police said they have reviewed several videos. So when you sit on TV or on radio to speak in favor of Afenyo Markin and you say you don't understand why the police will look at the footage and call Afenyo Markin or release a statement, then who's any pana because there should be a basis for the police to say now we are satisfied. We believe that we have a case and that we need to call the member of parliament who leads the 88 pigs. If the police were not sure that the action or the act was committed, the police wouldn't put in writing to the Honourable Speaker of Parliament to release that dog to come and assist in investigation. Now listen to what's his name? Ahiagba, speaking on this matter.
I think this is just some people's attempts to divert attention from a successful demonstration. I don't think there's anything there to find. I've given you the fact that police should do the basic check. I mean, you just don't begin to issue these things because you have paper in front of you, but you should basically have understanding of what has happened and see that there's a basis for that invitation. There's no basis for that invitation when the police officer is the one who accosted or assaulted the member. If anything at all, it was Afenyo Markin and the coalition of political parties that demonstrated should be going to the police to actually discipline the officer because he acted clearly out of line. It wasn't his place to touch anybody yesterday, and he did. And so if in reflex, the minority leader is stretching his hand to prevent him from coming at him the second time, I don't see why that constitutes an assault at all. So the police are just wasting everybody's time, to be honest with you. And a deliberate attempt by the government or the NDC to share space with a
so
very
as a party, you think the minority
demonstration.
leader should not honor the police invitation?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm just saying to you that the police didn't do any due diligence. We're trusting them to be thorough in their work, but this year falls short of that discipline or diligence that we expect from them. You wouldn't have invited somebody who was assaulted to come and answer our question. It's the person who assaulted the person who you need to contend with, and who is the police officer forcing.
How is the police going to know that Afenyo Markin was assaulted? How is the police going to know that Afenyo Markin was assaulted by the police officer? It is only through investigations. So as much as you want Afenyo Markin to be heard, I think if you are rational and intelligent enough and not a fool, you also expect that the police officer who was working to protect you dogs also needs to be listened or to be heard. So why is it that you believe you have a case, but the Ghana Police Service, they don't have a case? This twerp, this Volta bed, was talking about basic checks. The police said in their statement, they have reviewed several videos. Any fool that spends its tongue. I'm not saying his tongue. Any fool that spends its tongue thinking that they have a stupid accent, they sometimes think they are intelligent. The police, did you read the Ghana Police Service, their statement? What is basic checks? And they foolishly speak without understanding it. Because party no di anymore and train the doors so ko school Jimmy. Into Ahiagba, I'm just what to brofo, but Ahiagba is just a fool who just speaks without thinking. What is basic checks? The police said they have reviewed several videos. That is beyond basic checks. So when you sit there, come sit on TV, when you Sambram, Jimmy, the police just have paper, so they are writing. They are defending the action of Afenyo Markin. And you know, the most despicable thing about this whole thing, so what ye Sankofowi defense Omodema Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin Nankasa came out after the police released a statement. Said he's a thug, he's a criminal, he's a thief, he's an assault. You see, he assaulted a police officer. Afenyo Markin actually assaulted a police officer. In the history of the Republic of Ghana, this is the first time the internet has captured a minority leader assault a police officer. Do you know that? Even basic AI, when you ask AI about assault, police officer that has been assaulted, a police officer who was assaulted in Ghana during a demonstration or whatever, the first thing that comes out is Afenyo Markin, the minority leader of the NPP. When you read about misdemeanor, the offense at Afenyo Markin committee, the slapping of the police officer, when you even go on the internet, technology, in Ghana, assaulting police officer is a serious offense. And members of parliament are not exempt from legal consequences. Now, this is AI. When you put it in there, Afenyo Markin till we die will be seen as a minority leader who assaulted a police officer. This thing is going to be on this fool till he dies. You think it's a joke? This is the guy who is leading your party. Now, when you move on, it says this. The punishment for such an act will typically fall under Criminal Offence Act 1960, Act 29, which outlines penalties for assault and obstruction of law enforcement. Now, when you keep asking AI, this is what AI says. For an MP, the legal process will involve, listen, criminal charges. The MP could be charged with assault, which may lead to fines or imprisonment. Afenyo Markin police is not born assume Ghana mrache say, you bet my day, you bet my charge no. Emane tuesika and I say between that to fiase. Afenyo Markin is a criminal. Now, parliamentary inquiry. Parliament may conduct an internal investigation, potentially leading to disciplinary action. Parliament so internally omo to me ABA investigations leading to Afenyo Markin. A bet me the point because a bet me in parliament. This is the leader of the NPP in parliament. This is a guy who makes laws, a thug who makes laws. And we sit here and we defend a thug like Afenyo Markin. When you keep reading, this is what it says. Police investigation. The Ghana Police Service would investigate the incident and determine whether prosecution is necessary. Police want also make investigations. So my investigation, no one say this falls under this, under this, under that. He should be charged with this or that. Then the police can go on with prosecution. So it's up to the Ghana Police Service. Now, so AI or and the internet, has captured Afenyo Markin as the minority leader in the history of Ghana who has slapped a police officer. A thug, leading group of thugs, wanting us to listen to them. Recently, minority leader Alexander Afenyo Markin was involved in an altercation with a police officer during the Save the Judiciary protest. The police have invited him for questioning regarding the incident. The internet has captured that a political party that wants to come to power, the leader of that political party in parliament, today is being seen. The police is waiting for him. He's known to be a thug who goes out to attack police officers. This is not a joke. It is on record. And this is going to follow Afenyo Markin till he dies. Since I see so, me who member of parliament what in Sabo police ni asumuda. Afenyo Markin kwana me who be TV so. Since say me see so, since say you take Ghana, me who member of parliament or say minority leader or Gina Bedroom na wayin in Sadia ship police in Yasum. This is the party that you people want us to tell Ghanaians to vote for. Yeah, you see, now Mama Chow Adebi. When Afenyo Markin decided to tell Ghanaians his side of the story, because Otis police for Naba actual letter about parliament say you're releasing no, now you're investigating no. He tried to lie. You see, it's so funny. When you watch the video, this is the video. This is not a joke, and he slapped the police officer twice. Now, we have decided to make a slow motion of this video. The intent, the intentions, and then when it's him. So I will share the slow motion version of this video. You can see clearly, say Afenyo Markin is a madman. And the NPP want us to treat this as some trivial matter. This is a minority leader in public, on national television, on BBC, on CNN, on Al Jazeera, slapping a police officer in uniform twice in front of the Flagstaff House. Now watch this in slow motion. Watch it. Take your time. Now, me catcher will say, the video you watched right now, no, take your time. Me sabe boni biom. Now, she police, you know, she na chin, she na funo. Na she Afenyo Markin because obo police na sim twice. The first slap, no, see the impact of the slap. So she police, you know, usha police, you know, usha na funo, usha na chin kakra. Ne jaw ha say no, Usha slap na Afenyo Markin born no. How it shook a police in the name. Take your time and watch it. The guy deliberately decided to slap the police officer. And Sebio, police officer Debiana on person beka, but that was a hit. That was a punch. This is the minority leader. And the MPP want us to think, say, oh, this is nothing. Oh, this one there, Afenyo Markin. No, the guy deliberately slapped the police officer. Watch the video very well. Share the impact. Share police in it, share impact. Watch it again. Watch it again. I think, team, do we have a problem with sound? If we have a problem with sound, we can take a quick break. But if we are good with sound now, you can let me know. Team, are we good with sound? Okay, so viewers should refresh their system. If you are watching, just refresh your system. You refresh your phone, refresh your TV, whatever. Restart, and you're going to get a sound right. I think it's a glitch. It's not from here. Into Osha, you can refresh your phone. But I think the point is made. Ebia na mekasana na yawo distraction kakrano. What I was trying to tell you, didn't say the impact of the slap no. Impact slap no. So person who say Afenyo Markin ebo police in asuma. Say the slow motion video na wo sha. She police in na pantan ha, na hwe ne konwa. Na hwe slap no bo police no. Senya a wusu police in it. This is not a matter that we can treat as a trivial matter. No. This is a serious matter. This is the minority leader standing in front of thousands of people slapping a police officer, not an ordinary person who slapping a uniform police officer or share uniform. In this Ausha video now, take your time. He slapped him twice. But Afenyo Markin, I'm a catcher, I say, I police need an Mensah and a ball on the chest, or then it's a ball on the chest, now to me, home, or say, baby, Afenyo Markin is lying. And this is not supposed to be treated to say, where they are normal. No. Take your time and watch the video again. She first slap, second slap, the second slap of bone when left her. First slap, bone when him, and affected a police in the ocean con and na pantai ha. How it shook, and this is even a slow motion. This is super slow motion. And now we're there. Take your time and watch it again. This is Afenyo Markin. Now watch carefully. So how can you say this should be treated as a normal thing? No. The moment Afenyo Markin, the Ghana Police Service, it ceases to be Ghana Police Service. The moment Afenyo Markin, Amananko prison, Amanan serve as a deterrent to the young people on the street, to young people who want to attack the police. The moment Afenyo Markin are working free, we are done as a nation. It means we are now feeding the police to the dogs. So Afenyo Markin, because our parliament, because you see our minority leader, now we jina area say jina aja TV so abo police ni asuma ye nyina yehu. Na se Ghana Police Service am making sure say Afenyo Markin eya Ghana mradi no amana ko defiasia. Then the Ghana Police Service everybody should understand say you feed your mood to the dogs. The young people on the street, they can butcher a police person. They can beat a police person. They can shoot a police. They can slap a police person. Because this is Afenyo Markin, who is a lawmaker. There's no excuse here. Nobody can give me any excuse to say, no, you know something, let us forget about this. No, this man makes laws. In fact, when you go into parliament, Oko Parliament now go check the archives. This Afenyo Markin guy, we Gina Parliament several occasions to speak about brutality, police brutality, any other day, and even in Parliament, send ye any send pebi efa imrasha munsem. This Afenyo Markin, the same person in Parliament who makes laws and speaks on these things. Today, he is beating police officers in public.
2 years ago, we celebrated 30 years of democracy with a lot of activities. Mr. Speaker, it must never be said that this country still tolerates lawlessness and violence. I was expecting my respected colleague, Dr. Forson, to have found space to introduce this subject matter at the business committee, to even propose that, colleagues, I have heard of violence here, violence there. So, as a house, we should even constitute a bipartisan committee to look into the thuggery in our nation. The majority leader has decided not to talk about this. Just last week, Thursday, the Electoral Commission was ready to finalize the Ablekuma North collation process. What did we see? Some thugs invaded the EC office, threatening lives, destroying properties. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable. It puts a black spot on our beautiful democracy. Maybe today it is benefiting somebody, but tomorrow the same thugs that we are encouraging them to be lawless may come back at us. Mr. Speaker, the government cannot pretend not to be aware of this. The Electoral Commission as a constitutional body needs protection. The police, headed by the respected IGP and his team, must do all it can to protect the EC. We are aware of the good work they have done thus far, but this is a 276-member chamber. We are 275. The Electoral Commission, in a statement, has said that it is ready to finalize, but thugs are preventing it from doing its work. There can't be any more silence on this matter. I call on Mr. President to take charge and call the thuggery out. Mr. Speaker, we know that Mr. President in his records in this house was known to be a peace-loving Ghanaian. Mr. Speaker, indeed, his calm approach in addressing media issues was what endeared him to the heart of Ghanaians. So without doubt, I may disagree with him, but I know he's a peace-loving Ghanaian. At Jubilee House, maybe he may be too busy to read the newspapers or to watch the news. But
this is the kind of foolishness he exhibits in Parliament. So he knows the law. He was calling on the president to take action. He was calling on the right agencies to take action. But somebody will say, oh, now say Afenyo Markin or your MPP ni, I expect the NPP today as a political party. Now, I'm talking to the MPP leadership. I'm talking to the 88 pigs in Parliament. I am talking to the so-called Council of Elders in the NPP. You want Ghanaians to watch this and vote for the NPP? If you guys condone this act that I have shown to the world, if you people are going to sit there and say this is okay, then none of you guys deserve our attention from today. Now we know the party is a party of thugs. Oh, so Afenyo Markin here side way. The party itself, they have decided not to speak because it's a party that condones murder. It's a party that is filled with thugs. MAAKYE, Akufo, those leaders, the people, Akufo and the rest, you see they are quiet because this is what the party represents. This is what the party represents. Are you not ashamed to be a part of the NPP and the NPP that has a minority leader who is a thug, who is a foolish thug? This is not just an embarrassment to the NPP. This is an embarrassment to Ghana Parliament. And I'm speaking to Speaker of Parliament. Are you going to allow this filthy riffraff to stand in front of your Parliament to make laws? Who is going to respect the Parliament of Ghana? Who in their right senses will sit and say, let me respect the Parliament of Ghana? Because the records are showing, technology has shown around the world that you have a member of Parliament who is a minority leader who went out to attack a police officer in uniform. This shouldn't be taken as a joke. Mami and this idea will grow. The party itself should purge itself from this guy. The NPP should be thinking about getting a better leader in Parliament to lead the NPP, because from today, a fool will not even respect the NPP minority in Parliament. No fool. Is this guy going to come back and sit in Parliament and tell me, Kevin, or tell you Ghanaians to respect him? Is this fool going to come back to Parliament and tell Ghanaians that I am an honorable man and that what I say you should listen? Is this fool Afenyo Markin, this twerp, this idiot, is this fool going to come back to Parliament and tell Ghanaians that he is an honorable man and that the decision he is making, the things he is talking about, there are things that we need to absorb and use to govern this nation? That is why I'm saying this is not just something that affects MPP Nkwao. Where you are there affected Parliament. Where you are there affected Parliament. Parliament is an arm of government. It's one arm of government. Because you work for Supreme Court. I didn't go Supreme Court because of see Parliament here, one arm of government, and nobody is supposed to do what? Intimidate. Nobody is supposed to disgrace. Nobody is supposed to try and belittle Parliament. This fool. Ochina Parliament biya into more MPP for you expect Afenyo Markin to rise up and talk to Yani Ghana for said yen, because a whole political party, you are condoning this nonsense. You expect this guy to come and lead you, and you expect we Ghanaians to respect you. And you Akufo, you Hakmano Uswajman, you somebody called MAAKYE, you these elders in the party, a party in opposition, you expect rational Ghanaians who are still angry to do what? To listen to your parliamentarians, to listen to Afenyo Markin and make a decision. Now, the question to the MPP is simple. Afenyo Markin ebe leadi mu for 120 days as a minority leader. A dear pana MPP as minority, what have you achieved under this dog? I am asking you people. Now, I'm ready an hour ago. Now, I'm ready the achievement of John Mahama after 120 days in office. Me busamo MPP for me show a video that will be on record for years. The question is, Akwa Webeye MPP minority leader. We are basically in 4 months. What are his achievements? What are his achievements? Because today, everything about Afenyo Markin, Ghana history, politics about Afenyo Markin say he's the first minority leader, a politician from the MPP who stood in public and slapped a uniformed police officer. Hey, this is not a joke. This basically brings the party into a shithole. And anytime people say, for 4 months and minority, what has he achieved for you people? Now let's go into Afenyo Markin's 120 days. Afenyo Markin's 120 days. The reason why we are here today, the reason why we're telling the MPP, say, if you don't change this guy, if you don't make sure this fool is taken away from your front, the MPP can never be attractive to Ghanaians again. And I know, because the MPP is filled with animals, with people who don't think, with people who think Ghanaians are stupid. But this guy, it basically sums up the last 4 months amuko opposition. Police in Afenyo Markin after 120 days. These are the sins of Afenyo Markin. This is a party that wants to come to power. This is a party that wants Ghanaians to see, say, they have rebranded themselves. This is a party that Ghanaians want Ghanaians to believe, say, they are a party with intelligent people who are humble, who respect the rule of law. This is Afenyo Markin will lead a party in opposition. The question here is, a day in Afenyo Markin in the past 4 months, or leading the MPP in opposition, what has he done? And Afenyo Markin as the leader of the MPP in parliament, a lawmaker, a minority leader, is that he has slapped a police officer on duty. These are the sins of Afenyo Markin. And we will never forget this. These sins are not going anywhere. And MPP, let me tell you people, someone idea will say simpler. This is the beginning of your party. This party will collapse because you have allowed a fool to lead this party. Yeah? Afenyo's sins only made the MPP look bad before reasonable Ghanaians. Now, since Afenyo Markin was made the majority leader by Akufo, a position he clearly didn't deserve, according to a former leader of Mensah, he has always wanted everything to be about him and not the party or its progress. He wants to make news and always be in the news for his personal image, enhancement, and not the growth of the party. These are facts. Since somebody Afenyo Markin as a minority leader, a thug who is slapping uniformed police officers, he has always made everything about himself. That is why every single day this party keeps going down the shithole. But because Mojiminti, Afenyo Markin became the majority leader in 2024 because it was Akufo-Addo's idea, not because Akufo-Addo was looking for somebody who was competent, or not because Afenyo was competent to lead. They knew Afenyo psychologically wasn't matured enough to lead a group of men and women. But because Akufo-Addo, because of his selfish interest, no against the MPP for Jimmy, so he needed Afenyo Markin to come do dirty job for him. So the guy is not cut for the job. And since he became the minority leader, it has always been about him. It has always been about what he wants. It has always been about his foolishness. It has always been about disgracing and running the party down. Anytime people say MPP say, "Mo party no," for you people to be comfortable with Afenyo Markin, who slaps a police officer in public as the minority leader, mo party no, mo expect say Ghana for, you better not say Ghana for tomamo. Penny ni party ni mo biem. Now let me show you the sins, the 120-day sins of Afenyo Markin since he became your minority leader. Now, Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin moves to Supreme Court. And these are some of the things that Ghana for bufu. The reason why Ghana for do want to abanity MPP in 2024 was these actions are Afenyo Markin take here. Because you see, at a point, Afenyo Markin was underestimating Parliament. And it's a analyze here. The actions of Afenyo Markin, the latter part of Murray, he is the person who cost you more. Eh? Afenyo Markin moves to the Supreme Court to restrain the Speaker from declaring independent seat vacant in October 2024. Sa action Afenyo Markin eteki it basically made a lot of Ghanaians angry. Their anger towards the party swelled. It became bigger. You know why? Because Afenyo Markin, at the end of the day, the same parliament that made him a human being, he wanted to do what? Denigrate the parliament. He wanted to take the power of the parliament and then to give to the Supreme Court. Now, this action angered the courts of public opinion against the NPP, even though this instance wasn't part of the petition for the removal of the CJ from office. This instance by Afenyo Markin made Parliament look weak with no power, and such a move only infuriated reasonable Ghanaians to vote massively against the NPP. When Afenyo Markin took that decision, make sure Afenyo Markin, since he became opposition, from majority leader to opposition leader, this is what Afenyo Markin has done to you people. So that decision will take you know. What he did, time or day, Parliament, Echo Supreme Court, what he did was that he made Parliament look weak. Parliament that is part of. Parliament now, Okahono, we had few months to elections. Afenyo Markin deliberately decided to disrespect Parliament, to make Parliament weak. It made reasonable Ghanaians angry. Because one, the people were already angry with the government. How can you, as the majority leader, then decide to take the power of Parliament to make Parliament look weak, to make your party and yourself look bigger? Because even in the party, Afenyo Markin saw himself say he was what? He was bigger than the MPP. Now, what made people so angry was when Afenyo Markin took that case to Parliament, to Supreme Court, it took the Chief Justice less than 48 hours to make sure she constituted a panel to sit on the case. So everybody was like, the perception that people had that the Supreme Court, led by Torkonu, she was flirting with Afenyo Markin, that action actually put the ice on the cake. And some Ghanaians who were not even thinking of voting against the NPP now were convinced that if we don't do something, the NPP will run this country down and they are going to run the Supreme Court down. Because the actions of Afenyo Markin and the actions of the Supreme Court Chief Justice, it is clearly showing, say, in Sema Yetino, it is true. So Afenyo Markin rendering Parliament weak, thinking that was going to make him powerful over the MPP and also was going to, at the end of the day, make his girlfriend, Torkonu, powerful. It actually pushed the MPP into opposition. It is some more problems now, the opposition now. The day you made Afenyo Markin your majority leader in opposition 2024 in power 2024, ever since then, Afenyo Markin I ran him party down. On the Democrat opposition. There were so many people who voted against the MPP because of this action. And I'm showing the Afenyo Markin obey dim into the wire in there. It is worse. Do you think any reasonable Ghanaian what cry will soon say or person Ghana will sit and say a minority leader slaps a police officer and that person na adwene adwuma say me koto aba masa party only power or bo police ni asum obedwom now makwase we power enti oku nipa 8 now see. This is Afenyo Markin 120 days na me chechiri machire no. I will never sit in the minority leader's seat. It isn't good spiritually. Afenyo Markin November 2024. Your man position say ombeye minority leader or see on tna a minority seat. It was about him. It was all about him. Afenyo Markin knew say MPP for Jimmy. It was about him. Just to sit in the minority seat. And you see, that time, Nana Akufo had control over the party. And he still has control. Nobody in the MPP could tell this man, say, you are making the people more angry. Afenyo Markin was still pissing Ghanaians off. His actions were childish. It was about him. It was about what he would get. It was about being in the news. It was always making people think, say, party nanka said, Yomo Jimmy, na menkwani nyanseni amiwum, and then I waited dimu and the police ni assume as the minority leader. Do you think, say, anybody who was angry with the NPP in 2024, this action happened, that person is going to be like, oh, because of that, I'm going to vote for the NPP? Never. It shows to say, when you people are given power again, we know you people, and we know what you can do. Now, this single comment collapsed the NPP front. It was a statement that made people within the NPP eager to vote against their own party, to teach Afenyo Markin a good lesson for his arrogant posture. It more committee report say arrogance of power. Of power. It was because of these things. And Mami Kanjamo, Adia did the final nail ebo Madakemu in 2024 was Afenyo Markin. The arrogance, the posture, what he did, it pissed a lot of Ghanaians off. And the funny thing is, Mweji Minti, you still don't know, say, he is leading you into the ditch. Make sure Afenyo Markin, 120 days of Afenyo Markin. The reason why the NPP is done. As far as this fool is leading you, you are done. Now, Shadia, I'm showing you Afenyo Markin, Obama minority. The 120 days in you, has he achieved anything? Nothing. Now, Osade ice not to cake it. So this slap will follow the party till the end of life. In opposition, minority leader. Afenyo you run the minority leader. The mechanic in more power no. So refi. Now when you people had power. Now we are going to enter when you people lost power and he became an official minority leader. These are the things he's done. Mobusa Mahama 120 days. Make sure mu leader na our parliament 120 days under him. What he has been able to achieve. And he needs to go to jail. We need to set an example. Now, in opposition, Afenyo Markin's destructive behavior during the vetting of ministers. Do you remember? Your video, time and vet parliamentarians. It was about him. Makache MPP for say, as far as this Kasongo, this madman leads your party, it makes the work easy for the NDC. This slap Obabono, 4 to 6 years, and a bepa. Every patrim, it will haunt the party for a long time. And you see, you people today, you are thinking, say, it's nothing. Make I tell you. Say, election time, do a number who said that action from Afenyo Markin. The year in 2024, the regional opposition, this action, he's going to do more. You know why? Because when we say, Jimmy, you cannot make decisions. You cannot even change your front. You cannot even call him to order. Ebiale say, a communications director, OnuaTV, so a defender Afenyo Markin, or police in Yasum. Now you say police near organ and Adwenepa Juma or Shemo and Sama Moka. Na ko betonium. Because Senka Afenyo Markin the two and the police in the Trimua and can still MPP will defend Afenyo Markin. That shows where the party belongs. That shows the stand the party takes anytime a member a committee crime. Because Senka Afenyo Markin a poison police in we are still we will have the NPP telling us say, oh, police in the chin is 3 minutes ago, and it's in our body team. That means that is what the NPP was going to do from what we are seeing. Now, of all his shenanigans, he together with the micro minority could not stop a single nominee from being approved. He was eager to convert the committee to a sitting to settle his personal vendetta and also cleanse Akufo, a figure who has been massively discredited. Upon all the nonsense Afenyo Markin did during the vetting, this is Afenyo Markin as minority leader in 120 days. He could not get anybody. He could not stop. He could not block any nominee from being nominated. So why do you call this guy, say, he is somebody who is going to change the party's fortune from parliament? I told you from day one, the day you people decided not to change Afenyo Markin, that was the end of you. With Jimmy, nipa kuri wani tiun, nipa kakawure rayano, na adwini nye juma. And the guy, and then on started Jimmy you, with Jimmy a check, and they say, and all send Jimmy no, they peer free fear, and they call police force. Tomorrow, obe peer free police force, obe bomb my cocoa assume, because ye Jimmy as NPP, because we think say this is normal. We think say, Kwasasembia, I will see a defender. This is Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin, after 120 days as your minority leader, you call 5 months, we are just 4 months. I'm sure idea. In opposition, make sure Afenyo Markin 120 days. Sana mubusa John Mahama 120 days. Make sure mo party will be a mujina. Ghanaians getting to know Afenyo Markin was the board chair of ECG at the time of the missing containers. This is a guy today, baby obe Ghana bi obi anu so yewi. Missing containers, ECG containers, everybody knows that this is the guy who spearheaded the scandal, who spearheaded the stealing from the committee report because he was the board chair. How can such a person lead you in parliament to convince Ghanaians say, Yeltuma NDC, MPP? How? Ghana and Adwenepa. Why should anybody listen to Afenyo Markin? Because as he walks on the streets of Ghana, walking the corridors of parliament, he's a thief. He is seen as a criminal. He has no record to advise anybody to be like Mehote into Dimechi. Because Afenyo Markin stinks of corruption. He stinks of stealing. He is a scandal holder. Okuta scandals keys. As we speak, when you mention Afenyo Markin, ECG containers come to your head. And I'm a yes. Why? Because he basically was the one in charge. He made sure that all these things happen because he was the board chair. How can such a person convince Ghanaians that the NPP is a new party and that they are not going to steal again and that they are not corrupt and that they are not criminals? How can Afenyo Markin stand in parliament to convince any Ghanaian? He can't. Your party is done. Before election 2024, na Ghana for bufu. But Afenyo Markin be mo leader in parliament and na ebufu no skyrocket here. And I'm study here. Mo jimintra. And it's not the biani to bufu amon tiasye. Now here Afenyo Markin after 120 days, make sure mo some party negu. There's Afenyo Markin. In opposition, as the minority leader, Afenyo Markin assaulted a police officer during the demonstration. Masa, this is AI, artificial intelligence. I capture a member of parliament in Ghana. 1, we go parliament in Masi. 2, a member of parliament, a minority leader of the NPP, slaps a police officer in public. He slapped the man. And that is what the internet has picked. So today, it does not matter where you are. If you reach anywhere else and tell an investor, oh, I am an MPP person. Oh, who is your leader in parliament? Afenyo Markin. The moment the person punched this name in the system, it is going to show that this is the first parliamentarian in our history as a minority leader who slapped a police officer in uniform. Hey! Now, if we are saying fan will be taking Sakwani serious, automatically he becomes a criminal in front of any person. Because the question here is, so when he slapped the police officer, what did the party do? What did his party do? That will be the next question. Because he belongs to a political party. Did they still keep him? Bro, Nibe Busao Sakwani said, okay, you say he's a minority leader. Okay, so what did the party do? Did they still keep him? Bro, Nibe because a party Jimmy. The branding of the party, no, most of them must say Brandon. You are not branding your party. You are making your party worse. It's unattractive. These are the people that some of them pay to media. Then you have a problem. Now, he led the caucus to embark on an aimless protest against a constitutional process and then assaulted a police officer. When he was investigated to assist in the investigation, he then petitioned the police service to sanction the police officer he assaulted. Now, this action took whatever small shine the demonstration could have garnered. Afenyo Markin, no, today nobody's speaking about a demonstration again. Are you not worried? And this guy is still, and you know, it shows how foolish this guy is. Why assaulted police in Ghana Police Service are invited. Now what sorry catch a police for this and assault him. And that you are basically making a shit out of their statement in the total disrespect to police service. Afenyo Markin does not even respect the Ghana Police Service. Ya capture our camera so. Why assaulted police, you know? He wants to turn the matter around for his followers to believe, say, Ghana Police Service mum, trainee officers no, and assaulting and now let's say if police officer no cry do you have to slap him? You are a member of parliament, for crying out loud. Foolish idiot. You are a member of parliament, minority leader. You know the law. Police in the crowd push you. Do you have to slap the police officer? Then majority of Ghanaians are jails is here. They will all say it was imports. Oh, and then second I'm the war no. So can be me before I'm the war no. That does not make a case for you. And the omomugun sa wo mebrebe sebio omo ne yere ko a omo yere no ebo omani so omo tam sekan twa na owuye no. They will all say a reflex. Obi ka asama ya ema ne ye ndia e no sekan wo no. You cannot hide behind reflex. Somebody pushed me. You are a member of parliament. You make the laws. How can anybody sit in Ghana and say the NPP is a party that I can trust? It's a party that in Penifowum, it's a party that is there to protect Ghanaians. This is a party that is going after police officers. This is a party that is accusing police officers of no wrong. This is a party that is trying to make Ghanaians think, say, Ghana Police Service, officers, papa. This is a party. And Afenyo Markin, the same person in the same picture every single day. And can't go before from no. This guy led thugs. Our parliament, and my time we have bubu tables, taxpayers table. He led a group of thugs calling themselves minority members. They broke tables. Afenyo Markin, and every single day the guy keeps getting crazier. Every single day he gets crazy, and he's becoming crazier and crazier. One day he will stab a minority and kill somebody in parliament. This guy is on red. This guy is on drugs. This guy does not deserve to lead the NPP. Now, this is Afenyo Markin in 120 days. Afenyo Markin, after 120 days as the minority leader in Ghana. In opposition, he inspired chaos at the vetting committee after he was exposed by Ablakwa. Do you remember? Vetting Ablakwa catching so a crumb for. Documentation is just say Onua we asase 99 years. That was when he decided to distract the whole process. And Okacha bawi omo MP jibijimi bi na akwa anantabi jibijimi no and almost started some bubu tables. But you see, the immediate no, at the end of the day, no, the question is this guy still the minority leader? Yes. Is the NPP worried? No. Why? Because the NPP is a political party that is not ready. That is not ready to change. That is not ready to brand itself well. That is not ready to let Ghanaians know, say, they respect the people. The NPP, as we speak today, are still defending this tag. The NPP, as we speak today, are still seriously defending this fool. Afenyo Markin, after 120 days, may read the as a minority leader to you. A dear Namakacha Wenda Ebema wo asori say MPP is a party of intelligent people. Dear Ebema Watnas, I can say MPP is a party we need to give opportunity to again. A dear Ebema wo rational Ghanaian no asori I can say party where you answer for all the things I have showed you here. Nana the Danko Akufo adim, Michael Kwe nim, Hakamara Usajman nim, J.A. Akufo nim. They know that on a normal day, these guys should not lead the party in parliament. But why? Because the party is gone. Because they know that the NPP is not a party. So you don't have to give them any space in your brain. You are not supposed to entertain what we call the NPP. Why should we even be discussing this today? The party by this time should have released a statement. The so-called flag bearers who want to be flag bearers of the party, Bawumia, Kennedy, if they are independent-minded people, they should have released a statement that they are disappointed in a minority leader. It does not matter who assaulted him. But you see what? This is a party full of pigs. This is a party full of foolish people. This is a party full of animals who think, say, if it is not them, then it should not be Ghana. Party be a yes serious be a person will lead the pathway. We were expecting to hear Canada Japan make a statement. But do you know Canada Japan's lawyer? Canada Japan's lawyer is Afenyo Markin, who is mad. So it makes Kennedy madder. Afenyo Markin, on a Canada Japan lawyer. Can Canada Japan tell him he's a madman? No. Mahamudu Bawumia is scared of Afenyo Markin. Why? Because Mahamudu Bawumia himself, Okudzeto Afenyo Markin, Akufo at the end of the day, they will not support him. So what? Where is the party going? Michael Kwe, so this is where the party is. So this Kasongo is a problem. And until NPP realize, say Akwawe is not supposed to lead. I talked to some of the NPP minority members in Ghana. And sometimes they tell me, Kevin, guy we, bet my catch and about 2-3 of them when I talk to them, I say, Kevin, bet my catch a guy we. Young person be anymore. But the party not say. And some case almost secret votes or secret voting, whatever you call it. Now Afenyo Markin a contest will be or MPP minority or parliament. Afenyo Markin will lose. When I talk to the MPP MPs in parliament, they keep telling me, Kevin, yenimsa with Jimmy. The issue here is Unamekoka. Because right now we need to protect our small seat in Ekutameno. So I raise the issue we are now. Omok disika echo constituency. Omeji seat free me because they know. Afenyo Markin the moment you rise, you speak against the actions. They will go to your constituency. They will sponsor somebody. You will lose your seat. Intimino Mukasa. Say Kevin. You Jimmy. The guy is not making the party attractive. Meseopa and the MPP for Ankasa will be contesting Afenyo Markin as a minority. No more about secretly. Afenyo Markin will not get 10. Afenyo Markin, he will not get 10. But this is the case, they are stuck. The MPs are stuck because the moment I go raise it, I go Afenyo Markin as seminal, Sikano Moriano, they will use that money and use it against you. What they will do is they will come to your constituency, they will pick somebody to change you. In the 87 on Makano, almost true. But Opa man, they won't secret balloting. Afenyo Markin will lose as the minority leader. 88 to Onyamu 20. Mina me catch they know. You ask them. They know. Why should we allow this to happen? Now, when you watch the video, it's despicable. Hey, yeah. See the deliberate action. Onyabutre, he knew what he was doing. And a ball police in Asum. Imagine it was the police officer who did this. And get here. Interdicted. The IGP has released a statement. The police officer is going to be sacked. They'll go ahead and sue the police officer and try and make the police officer look like an NDC person. So, police in the boy Afenyo Markin asuma and kamano kasi komo create NDC ID card ama police no. Oh, unimu no. Yeso ko school ya hunani. Oh, yeso ya hunani. Oh, NDC cry yeso no school no. Now can NDC for him. Now police oh, yeso a national service. Now or ablakwa they would have created a passport for the police officer. Senka police officer the boy we asuma anka MPP press conference 10. Police in the boy we asuma anka ahemfu bi a press conference adan ye hu bi da adan tina aban ba ye and the police for na ebo minority leader and kwasiafo no tete wo bi edin. But who do we blame? We blame ourselves. Because this man, he thought of the action, premeditated. He thought of it. You know the reason? Obonasu first one, he stopped and he came back and slapped him again, twice. It was something that he had planned, premeditated. And then it seems Boni person didn't know. It's Obonasu first one now. Or Osako Bonasu biam. The action was deliberate. He planned it. He knew what he was doing. But do we blame ourselves? Yes. Why? See it to Kromha. And yama kwasi ampenyi Afenyo Markin kwasi ampenyi we akwakwesi police station winiba wabe wi abansika won kran na Akufo atena ho na kwasi we abesi police station na ono ne police for pe no ene de mabegum winiba election day na police for botuo okronim Afenyo Markin asisa tuo ma police for ena oba winiba ena obu botuo adan a we si police station otumi order commander say onkwati ni opponent nkotum kwasi awe kwasi awe nam Ghana obi anya ne hwe obi tributo eno nam Ghana no wo jimi because your money room eno wieska wa ban mu a I'm a businessman na odi akodi kroma kwesi police station na kwasi awe si police station no who is going to stop kwasi awe anything don't respect the police for no because Ghana police service abana ma ho kwan makwasi awe si police station it was si police station a odu winiba odimisa police for wo ho nyina nkanya ono ankomu ni baby te into ono in his head no holistically ohu Ghana police service personnel bia so we jimi into o treat omo sankwara o treat him some we jimi because ya ma ho kwan. How can we allow such a fool to build a police station? Why should we allow politicians to be building police stations in our communities? Because the moment a politician builds a police station, he has influence in that police station. He decides who comes to the police station. Yet to me, Chiobi, na commander and say, hey, nipa osi police station, na kontani emfanishem yen to me, na kwasia, na kontani nam kronum, na obotu. That is what Afenyo Markin and his likes they are doing. Ko wini bana koshe. Sende ya tuwa ba. Yenchi MPP niyo NDC for nkwa because Afenyo Markin akwesi police station and obi ya de bipe ni achina kweshem sa unya Afenyo Markin tumika se we mamu yino na commander to wakwasia adan ya Afenyo Markin si police station ti yen yino sa baby akwesi police station ofra ho new winiba enye na sase o sa baby akwesi police station edidi kokwami A+ constituency. But on say no oye kromfo owian sase. That's what he does. Oh, baby, our police station see. I will win ba hono. And then sase o. It enters Kwame A+ in constituency. And now what should I go see police station ho? And now strategically, no real MPP for could go no makotoaba. That is what this fool does. Ain't on an win ba ho. And a thief like this, na ahim forbidden nam krobo, no more so kwasi ampenyi we so. Obia otia bema wa bo obia so wo ohene a wote win ba. You cannot make a statement. Mo ahemfo amotete wini ba ho sebi oboso amotete nkonwa tete abosom so se aboso na amotete no se aboso no mpeso mo di ya mo member of parliament otrankan no bo police ni asum na wo ohene wini ba ahema mo ahemfo no motete wo na mo je se akonwa no omo bedi ni ye akonwa no betwa omo ho omo no bedi ni nyonyonyo no majority of you will not survive this because mo ahemfo na amotete constituency no you know senko obi na ye ya ka mo hyehyɛ dem ka mo ka akonwa na yede mutu si so 3 times no sa akonwa no mu bedi because you need to speak truth to this guy. You need to be honest as chiefs. The winnie by him for now muti krodim no e was some kasa mu nyina ma dane corrupt chiefs. Because why shouldn't I call you guys corrupt? Samunya corrupter, you have seen this. Are you not heartbroken? Enyamuya say more your member of parliament and then the whole world on TV, on news outlets, he's slapping the police officer. Now you're in it war. You don't want to make a statement because Afenyo Markin, speak. Monchesa akonyana motesono akonyano eye bosom na nyanipa. Ede na sikeni brebe ya mo ahemfo ni bi. You sit in Winnie Bama edin. More time asemesi no be politics. Afenyo Markin aboni video akire mo. At least mon kasem. Mumi issue statement and amusro because all the politicians criminal money ni biba. Obeche bi mamo. And their own mugun sa enye adwuma. On send them pempuntu emba. It is because you people the politicians are far from ahini amudi. Madani ahemfo politicians. A time the disrespect is gone. The disrespect now mo peno. Sa respect, the respect is gone. Today you people carry the shame of disrespect. Ahemfo namu kondoni criminal politicians. Why are you people not issuing a statement? So munana Sangoko and Kokofa gold $300 million gold ne buyer. Kamakasi yanana the gold aba. Time oko parliament. Time na or ye minority leader. Munyina mudi nechi ekobo se. Adenende one in ye good one moshisha ishadem. Ahemfo amon kano kure. Mona masay krono. And intende or chin kramu pebi de abuachira munyebi. Echira moko high or chin. And intende mo pe or chin. Edi afache kura munyebi. Because mon kano kure mumubi. Mwa himfunibi. Some of you akonyana motesina ni mubedi. And then go for $100 billion certificate na bank kama boja esa fontom from ema jimini we maswano asafuache odi nkwasi asem de monka na moje se nkonwa na motete nkonwa na bodam nkonwa na betwemaso me papa yo hene de bia me ka kire no se ofa koti kwan so na odi ahinde na odi no odi boni a akonwa na se bi odi ne 2 seats na akonwa ni bedi enti so also yo hene na se unim se de otuasi akonwa so mpensa na akonwa na wote no epedo kore empebone eye bosom na o member of parliament won so odi nkwasi asem we na woto na waka woto atwem efri se odi sika free akronfo sika ba ma onya bidia akonwa no betwe waso ebia okoda won sori o akonwa no be bo wato fom enti monkai ana mu refi mu ho se de moto e de si akonwa so saa moto na edisi so mpensa no na e ka bibia kire mo Obanyansafo ye buni be yen kana sem after this short break aboatwe de be wom kakra ne apon.
Yo, we are best fishermen. Torkonu, no answer my.